Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I, myself, am doing pretty good. We're chilling. Also, the graveyard. That's what I want to show. Yeah, right here. Champion Leper was slain by a vile, infamous cutthroat on week 33. Oh, creatures? Creatures. Got it. We are going to be going into the coves, I do believe. Try and get the boss ready for the next group. I'm not exactly sure who we want to bring with us. Probably Legionnaire. Maybe Matrix, even though you're pretty stressed out. We'll give you the higher virtue chance, I think. Because that'll be pretty useful in all honesty. So this will be a level 4 group by the end of this quest, at the very least. Let's make sure we take off all trinkets. We sort by rarity. Give you the scout. Give you the virtue chance. More damage? We could focus entirely on virtue chance for her, so she has a additional 45% chance to be virtuous. I think so. See, here's the thing. I always believe there's a possibility. There's always a possibility of creatures like that existing. The Abominable Snowman, the Sasquatch, Bigfoot, stuff like that. I always believe there's a possibility of it existing because there are so many stories of it. There could be a potential that one of those stories is more fact than fiction. Do we want to focus on protection or damage? We could go for more damage here, 25% extra damage. More protection. That would give you 45% protection. You would mark yourself. Retribution would be pretty good if we did that. Bolster's good. Instead of bellows, use retribution. It marks yourself and you'd be taking way less damage, but you'd be gaining more stress if any crits happen on you. Alright. Let's make sure this group is staged up the way that they need to be. Oh, you know what? Sort by level. That makes things a whole hell of a lot easier on me. Good. Do we want retribution on you? I think we do because of the protection. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. Then again, the heal, we should upgrade a little bit. Make sure you get, yeah, it's a 2 to 3 heal with a 14% bleed and blight resist buff. Mother Nature, he meant to say. Autocorrect. Probably screwed him over on that one. Alright, let's take this group out and about on to this medium-sized cove. Like, it doesn't matter which one we hit. We could hit a Warrens, a medium-sized Warrens, but do we really need more deeds? Not really. Let's hit the cove because we're almost cleared a path to the boss. So, well, like I said, if there's too many stories about something all over the world, there has to be a little bit of a chance that that thing exists, right? Like Bigfoot. There's a lot of people that have apparently seen Bigfoot, or the swamp creature. There's a lot of people, like too many, that describe the same thing, that have never been in contact with each other before they talked about their story. Sometimes even after. Like there's too many. Well, I am being specific, Jazz. That's what it is. Like most of the things that are the cryptids or whatever they're called, that are discussed about throughout the world. If there's too many stories about them, there's got to be some truth to it. You know what I mean? At least in my personal opinion. This is the cove. What do we need for the cove? A couple of these. This is another 50% scouting chance. Don't screw me this time. And we're gonna bring like 4 keys, because I'm feeling lucky on this one. Alright. Yeah, cryptids. Yep.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Oh yeah, no, witches aren't cryptids, like witches. So, we were talking about the Crusades earlier, right? Kind of making a joke about them. I probably should have just used the damn shovel. You'll take the 6 damage. But there's got to be some sort of a reason why the Crusades lasted as long as they did. Aside from the idea of like, oh, the church just went power hungry, right?
Glittering gold, trinkets and
again, it could be just a situation where the Crusades occurred and it was a horrendous loss of life that didn't need to happen. But maybe some of those tales about witchcraft and wizardry weren't just tall tales, right? And also, here's another thing. I'm of the mind that, like, it's so boring to be like, oh, it's all fake, it's all a hoax, it's all not real. That's kind of a boring mindset in my personal opinion to have, because it's so much more interesting to be like, what if Bigfoot was real? You know? What if the Abominable Snowman was real? What if all the crazy shit people talk about, shit, I fucked up on that one, was real?
Task well performed.
We're actually gonna see if Matrix hits another virtue chance, because of the fact that they're like a 45% extra chance of doing it. So, we did get a secret room. Churches are hungry for power all the time. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. And regardless of your thoughts, this is kind of one of those situations where I have to bring this up since we're talking about things that you believe in. I 100%. You cannot say anything to convince me otherwise. 100%. There has to be other sentient alien life out there. The universe is too big for that to not be a thing.
The light, the promise of safety.
Whether or not people's claims of being abducted or shit like that, that's a whole nother story. That's like a whole nother thing we're not gonna get into, or we can get into it, but regardless of that statement, they have to exist. They have to. Like, see what you said there about vampires. That could be a reason why the Crusades actually lasted. Like, maybe there was some more substance to it. Maybe vampires were actually a thing and the Crusades were going after vampires. You don't fucking know. That was... What was it? Like, when did the Crusades start? 13 something? And they lasted until 17 something? Or it was 12 something they started and it lasted till... Regardless, they lasted a long fucking time. 1379, okay. Well, here's one of the big things for that mindset right there. I don't remember what year it was, but they actually fucking found Hercules' temple or whatever, right? Or who they believe it, whatever it is. You don't make a fucking temple for somebody that didn't exist. At least in my personal opinion. Again, I could be whatever. You make a temple for someone that doesn't exist, right? Okay, sure. But again, that's kind of boring. That's like a boring mindset to have, in my personal opinion. So let's just go with the idea of fucking Hercules being an actual person that existed, right? That's all I really need to say, because, like, just let your brain think about that for a minute. What else does that open up of also being real if Hercules was real? You know what I mean? Yep, that's another thing. I mean, I've heard we know more about, like, the moon or something like that, like our solar system, than we do about our oceans. And it's like, there's probably shit in the oceans that exist that would terrify you to a level of which you could not comprehend. But yeah, it's just... And I'm of the mind that, like, why not? Why not have that idea or that thought of, like, things like this are the way that they are because they actually exist, or people have actually seen Mothman and shit like that. That's fun. That's fun to me, you know? The idea of that stuff existing is interesting and cool in my mind. Because the other side of the coin that shit doesn't exist, and we're the only fucking things out there. How boring is that? You know what I mean?
Destroy them all.
That's the way that I look at it. Even if it isn't true, even if we are the only fucking things in the entire goddamn universe, which again, just saying that, you can probably tell I feel like that's complete bullshit. But even if that was the case, how fucking boring would that be?
Decimated.
That dodge sucked, by the way. Oh Oh yeah, there's a lot of legends that are quite terrifying when you break them down and like just think about how they are. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. For a little bit of a de-stress.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I think my confidence is at manageable levels right now. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh shit. See, it's funny you say that, Rusty, because I was thinking about it, and now this is gonna be a hard thing to comprehend, but I had a conversation with my father one time, right? And I was talking about it. We had just watched an episode of Ancient Aliens, and we were talking about other life out there, right? I'll discuss more about the Ancient Alien stuff in a minute, because there's some stuff that they talk about that's like, oh my god, that sounds so far-fetched. But let me just finish with this statement really quickly first. If other sentients were out there and they existed and they interacted with their own species or whatever, wouldn't they have similar situations that we have? Like, we have crazy people that rob other people and hurt other people and do worse things to other people. Do you think that there would be other sentients out there that would also rob their fellow species, hurt their other fellow species? Or do you think it would be they're all like too intelligent for that? Cannibals? That's a possibility, but that's what I'm trying to get at. Because a lot of the time I've heard people talk about being visited by other aliens and stuff like that. And whenever I think about that, I go, they would probably be a little bit like, there's one thing. Like, if we were to fire at a unknown ship, right? The easiest thing I could say, I could completely imagine them understanding and not retaliating because they've probably been at the same situation in their growth, first of all. Second of all, the immediate response humans have a tendency to do with something we don't know is fear, retaliation. It's not even that. It's just like I said. There has to be more life out there. There has to be. There is. I think what it is. I think we've just been so unlucky that we live in such a area that also doesn't have another sentient life as our neighbor that's that close. I think we're very unlucky. We have a tendency to go with violence. Let's de-stealth you. That's the other thing too. I could imagine that being a situation. A hands-off, like a laissez-faire type of situation. The Illuminati, oh god. That's what I think of as soon as I see the pyramid with the all-seeing eye.
Destroyed.
But yeah, regardless of what you think about the Ancient Alien show, I will say there's so much, like, if you take away all the stuff about aliens visiting us in the past and guiding us through our future, all that. If you take all that away and you just look at like the things that cannot be denied, the actual factual shit that exists from that show, there's a lot of shit that I never actually knew was real, and I would look it up and find out about it, and I'm like, huh, that's a legitimate thing that is real. It's 100% factual. It's not made up. It's not hearsay theory or other stuff. It's a thing that exists. It's tangible, malleable, that kind of situation. It's phenomenal how much of that shit that actually is on that show. Oh, the Illuminati. The Illuminati's like a secret organization that rules the world. I'm okay with conspiracy theories. There are some conspiracy theories that are like, alright, that is too far-fetched. Like the flat earthers,
Press disadvantage.
that's a little bit too far-fetched. The birds aren't real one. That one, I love that one. Illuminati, I barely know her. What? Jesus. Oh, that's silly. I haven't even been paying attention to what's been going on in this game because of this conversation. Not that that's a bad thing.
Annihilated. A devastating blow.
There are people, if you Google it, there is a group of people that believe that birds are not real, they're just robotic things that have been created by the government. There are people that believe the Earth is actually flat. Oh yeah, Rusty, that's a whole, like, I am a firm thing that, like, not like, oh, I pull out a flower from thin air. I don't believe that, like, that's not the type of magic I'm talking about, but I do believe magic actually exists.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the
Right,
offensive.
first of all. Second of all, we're gonna get rid of this. The moon! Ah! The moon isn't real. That's another one I've heard. Triagonal bipyramidal structure. Well, I just know it's not flat. Regardless if it's one of those, I don't know what it's called, but the one that has a lot of, it has more than like 10 corners or whatever. Oh my god, that is glorious, Rusty. We have members of the society all over the globe. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Oh, that's too funny. Well, I mean, your friend isn't 100% wrong with how some individuals act and react to certain things. So your friend's not 100% wrong in their belief. Show me something good.
Packs laden with loot.
Goodbye.
Often low on supplies.
Bye. Goodbye.
A full pack often attracts unwanted attention.
Yes, send the collector after me. Do it. Do it. Send the collector after me. You won't. Well, here's what's funny, Rusty. We were watching an episode of Ancient Aliens, and they were talking about the Hadron Collider, right? And they were talking about trying to
Gathered close in tenuous
learn
firelight,
about the Big Bang
uneasy
and like smash. What is it? Not atoms, particles. Smash particles together. And my dad brought up a good point. What if, when we did that, we created a, like, extremely microscopic universe? Like, if that's how the Big Bang was created, and we have a device that can kind of imitate what the Big Bang did, isn't it feasible that when we slam those particles together, we've literally created a micro universe? That's a silly one there, Matrix. Do we have a way to prevent nighttime ambush? We don't. That's kind of a shame. Sure. 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 Hold on. I mean, like I said, it's a possibility. We have no fucking clue of what's in the ocean. We have no clue of what's in the ocean. Hell, we barely know what's below our own feet. I would not be, like, if all of a sudden lizard men came up from the ground, or deep sea mermaid people came up, I wouldn't be surprised that some other people would, because anything's fucking possible, in my mind, in all honesty. Gnomes? Gnomes are not statues, but real people. Well, I don't, again, anything's possible. That could be gnomes that actually exist. We got ambushed.
Wonders can be found in the most tenebrous
Not
corners
that,
of this place.
that's a bad ambush. That's a real fucking bad ambush.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left
Oh
unanswered.
god. Oh no. This is bad. I mean, we're only a few short years away from being able to figure out if there was a previous
Skill and purpose.
presence on Mars, because we'll be up, we'll fucking have people on that, we'll have boots on the ground in a couple years' time.
Confidence surges.
Yeah,
as the
zombies
enemy
are
crumbles.
legit. Parasites. There are certain parasites that exist that, like, make animals do things fuck.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
That fucked us.
Purpose is made clear.
At least we have so much food. How much food? So much. Nobody's ready for a zombie apocalypse. I mean, just for fuck's sake, look at the pandemic that's happening now. I used to be of the same mind as you were, Jazz, of like, hey, yeah, I think we'd be able to deal with the zombie outbreak. With how fucking stupid humans are as a whole, no, we're fucking doomed. If a zombie outbreak happened, we'd be fucking doomed. No, the zombies don't mean any harm. Live and let live. You'd have fucking morons out there doing that kind of shit. All you gotta do is wear a goddamn mask. And that's the hardest fucking thing, apparently, to do. Yeah, a plant. Or a parasite or anything. Yeah, I have a little bit less faith in
In
humanity
Radiance, may we find victory.
than I used to after this, like, this whole pandemic stuff that has occurred. You know what I mean? Like, humans are fucking stupid. Well, I mean, I have a katana, I have a 9mm carbine rifle, which 9mm is some of the most common ammunition you can find. Shotgun. I would be quote-unquote set in a situation of a zombie apocalypse happening, but honestly, I would be less worried about zombies and more worried about fucktards that exist. Trying to debate what I want out of this. I don't know if these rubies are worth it. The gold will drop, I guess. I'll take the portraits. It's slow and insidious killer. I mean, I really don't think, like, people, if World War III were to happen, I really don't think it's gonna be nuclear involved, in all honesty.
Machinations spring to
A lot of people talk about World War III in such a way that's like, oh, it's gonna happen, and when it does, it's gonna be nukes. Why? Why is it gonna happen, guaranteed 100%, and be started by nukes? You have no fucking idea when, if, or what World War III will be. You know what I mean? If any of that shit were to happen, nobody would know what to do until it did occur. You know what I mean? Like, if all you had to do for the zombie apocalypse was wear masks, well, the United States, half of it at the very least, would be completely fucked. Completely fucked. Franz Ferdinand II. Oh my god. Oh, all you have to do is to not become a zombie is wear a fucking mask. Well, I know which country's fucked. We need to heal people. Alright, Jazz. You can't... Okay, first of all, you can't actually say that. Because you don't know when the shit goes down to it. You don't know what you would be willing to do and incapable of doing. First of all, right? Second of all, this is a hypothetical situation, obviously, and oh, sorry, I didn't notice that. I mean, at that stage, okay, let's break it down. What type of zombie are we talking about? Are we talking about the traditional, they have to die to come back alive? Or are we talking about a parasite or a fungus or something like that? First of all. Second of all, 100% yes, I would. Cause I would hope that the people that I'm around or with would do the same thing if I turned into one, because I don't want to fucking be that. A mindless fucking drone that's just existing to consume the flesh of other things. That's such a fucking, like, gross mind's like gross. That just, no, I don't want that. Parasite zombie. Again, yes. But I think a parasite would be a little bit easier to potentially cure than other stuff. This thing's fucking us up.
Perched at the very precipice of
Oh, you're at
oblivion.
death's door. That's not good. Please stun it. 28 days later zombies are the fucking worst. 28 days later zombies, if you don't know what that is, that's a really good, like, the 28 days and 28 weeks later. Really good movies. Love watching them. Those zombies are the fucking terrifying zombies. Like, oh shit. This is bad. Yeah. I think Days Gone zombies are similar to what I'm talking about. I need to play that game.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
I'm kind of fucked. Minus 99% healing for 2 rounds. Alright. We don't really need these. We need crests more.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
This...
We require only the strength to follow it.
Fuck me. Fuck me, that's bad.
And now the true
Eat.
test. Hold fast or expire.
Eat. Well, Arbalist, I don't have bandages for them, unfortunately. I didn't unlock them. In the future, I'm realizing unlocking all of their skills is very helpful because you can do this whenever. We have 1 healer. And at least 2 battles to do. So, we might have to abandon this quest. Especially if we don't surprise the enemies. Yeah, standard containment breach. Well, I mean... Or standard containment procedure. That! Shit. This is not good. The dodge hopefully will come in handy.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Well, it's not even that they're real and remain hidden and stuff like that. It's like the standard containment procedure shit is actually a legitimate thing, right? Like, regardless if it's to the extent that the game shows or something like that,
A momentary abatement.
the idea behind it is legit.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah? Yeah. I mean, hell, the U.S. government recently released footage from 2015 and I think 2016 of a UFO. They can't explain what it was. It was moving
Injury and
way too
despondence
fucking fast.
set the stage for heroism
So,
or cowardice.
I mean, why would the U.S. government release fake footage?
Seize this momentum. Push on to the
Yeah, I wouldn't
task's
work in a
end.
secret place like that, or a organization, or whatever the hell you want to call it. There's just too much shit that could go wrong. This group is hopefully gonna clutch this out. I hope this is the last fight we gotta do. A motherfuck crab. A fuck mothering crab. Really? Ah, shit.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. Well struck.
Ah, okay. Please debuff him. Thank you. I'm gonna be focused on this for a minute.
A decisive pummeling.
Alright, good. We took out 2 of the mooks, so I'm good there. Probably should have marked this thing first. Give us more dodge. Perfect. Good hit.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Damn.
Life ebbs. Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
This is not good.
The blood quickens.
As long as I stay above death's door, I'm okay with it. Alright, please be the last fight.
The greater the glory.
Not myself.
Be wary.
There's too much.
Triumphant
free will and
pride
shit like that.
precipitates a dizzy
Alright, we have a
fall.
little bit for a heal just in case. We're gonna ignore that because it's a bad. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me! Come on!
The match is struck. A blazing star
I
is
should've-
born.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. At least we surprised him. You can't move. Oh, you can only move forward? Oh shit. Well, yeah, I don't believe about the Matrix stuff. There's too much, like, too much free will, too much. Shit like that goes
A
on.
hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Hey!
Many fall
There we
in the
go.
face of chaos, but not this one. Not today.
Thank you for dodging. Die. Move up. Heal yourself, because Matrix's purpose is literally just to keep everyone from dying. I mean, mermaids are actually a thing, just not the mermaids that you think of. Like, they don't look how you would think. We need to heal you because you're on death's door. I fear I am lost. Well, that's bad. All right.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Probably should have used Matrix on this one. Oh, shit. A little bit more to see if it'll work. The resist of the push is okay. Good dodge on the run for the old gods. Buffs everyone's dodge. Unstealth you. Buff your damage. Okay, good. Good hit. Good kill. That's okay. Are you shitting me? Are you legitimately shitting me?
The shadows whisper a
Fucking
conspiracy.
45 extra % and you don't get the virtue? How fucking unlucky is that? Wow. Wow. We need that heal. Yeah, very unlucky.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
That bleeding resist probably was very clutch. Make sure nobody stays on death's door. Not to be Advent. Oh god. Same. Same. I guess a good dodge on your part. Another affliction?
A moment of clarity. security in the eye of the storm.
Really? Really? That's funny, Jazz. Oh, yeah. I mean, the dodges have been pretty clutch, not gonna lie. This might be bad.
This expedition at least promises success.
Hey! Really? Really? I guess it has no answer then. Bye.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
29,000 gold. 24 crests, 12 deeds, 5 paintings, and 0 busts. Level 4 is still level 3. Man, that was a level 2. I'll take a level 2
Let
Crusader.
the organ notes ring out from the abbey. The sisters are gathering.
No. Leave it be. I'd leave it be. I'd say, hey, how you doing? Doing good? That's great. I'm leaving now. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
You can only gamble. Guild Gambler. Maybe you'll get some money back for us. Get off my girl. Was me not mine. Yeah, the game RNG, man. RNG's not on your side. Bulimic. You have two that we need to get rid of. Hopefully we'll actually get rid of both of them. You could do for a de-stressing. You won't drink. You can meditate. What do we got for here? Do we got any good things? No, no good trinkets. Wow. Ooh, these are longer form ones apparently. We could pop another one of these, but I kind of want to wait. What do we got for these embarks before I do decide anything? Bumper crop. Sunshine in the thicket. That's pretty good, but we don't have a group to really do that. Shit. That's really good. That's really good. A veteran long, though. We need to clear a path to the boss. Hey, this is a boss fight. Okay, we'll get that ready for then, though. The dog handler? You'll take the dog handler? Okay. What do we got? Dud hitter, clumsy, winded, quick draw, steady, beast hater. Alright. You have all the abilities. All companions, less stress. Shit. You know what? That's too many, isn't it? Yeah, fuck it.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
No, I wouldn't want eternal life in all honesty. Hold on, let me see if I can scroll back because I don't want to try and look this up. I want to spell the name properly. Ghost. Is that correct? Oh yeah, it is correct. Holy shit, I remembered. Nice. All right. We're gonna do one more, I think. I think we're gonna do one more dungeon delve, and then we'll switch over to Jurassic World. This is the dungeon we're gonna delve in. Guard Dog's pretty good. Lick wounds, cry havoc, target whistle. That'll work. This'll work. We need to upgrade a couple people's equipment, obviously. Maybe their skills as well. We have $27,000. We're probably gonna have to get rid of some trinkets as well. You know what? These are the only two that I'm really gonna end up using. I'm just gonna keep the ancestral trinkets, I guess, just to keep them. Let's see. The dodge and the speed's pretty good. So many of these are good, but I probably won't ever use them like this. The ethereal crucifix. I'm not gonna use that. Screw it. Screw it. I don't know. I have no idea what I would do. In all honesty, I have not the foggiest. Let's make sure. I know they are, but let's just make sure. Okay.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
Brutal arithmetic of combat. Brutal arithmetic of combat. Honestly, nine dodge, 2 speed. Maybe get rid of flash daggers? I really don't use the uppercut that much. Pull and mark the target. Could be pretty useful. Knockback 2 and a stun. Pull though, yeah, let's use the pull because it can be used in any position. And these other ones can't really be that used in all the other back positions, so we'll have that for that just in case we get separated. You can have an attack in any position, which is fine. You're good in any position, which is fine. And you at least have an attack in any position, so good. No healers. No healers. See, here's the problem.
In time,
The better question to
you will
ask is
know
what
the
would you do if you
tragic
had a
extent
superpower,
of
no matter
my
what that
failings.
superpower was. Say, you know, they always ask the question, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? If you had superpowers, whatever one you wanted, don't tell me what one it is, would you be a superhero or a supervillain? Because I don't know if I would be a superhero. I really don't. I went on my rant earlier about how fucking stupid people are. Like, 80% of people just suck, right? And I'd have a hard time not using superpowers against that 80% of people. So I don't know if I'd be a superhero. I do not know. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna end the episode for YouTube here, and I'll start the next one up. So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I do thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed your stay at the Kingdom. And until next time, take care, and have a good one. Bye-bye.